Are we live? There we go. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to your favorite board game podcast, the After Game Night podcast. And we're back for episode 18 after a very much needed break. We needed to rethink, restructure the podcast to bring you better content. So I'm joined, as
The-
always, by my friend, the Mask Meeple. How are you doing today, Mask Meeple?
Theoretically, both statements are theoretically, you know. And yes, indeed, I would like to say I miss this.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I did, but on the other hand, like I miss also just staying live in my couch, just
You must being lazy.
of course. I mean,
Of
it's a
course.
precious
No,
time.
you get
Life is about just trying to get relaxed as much as you can when you have a time, have the opportunity, and mostly when you are a parent, it's almost impossible. So you
that
have
is
to
true.
appreciate every single little moment of peace.
That is true.
But I have to say I miss this, and I miss being with you, and
Hmm.
I miss, share with you all whatever we have done in the past months, and all
Talking
the
about
content,
board games,
everything, because this is what we
we
love.
had
Well,
definitely played some board games while we were not here, so we'll be talking about that
finally,
very shortly. I know, finally.
one
But
of one
before
of the
we,
things one
yeah,
of the things that we really wanted to, make this pause is because we wanted to give Axel the chance to actually play physical games. So I
thank you,
hope, I
thank
hope
you.
that he has been
Don't
playing
worry,
a couple of games
I
in
have.
this resist that we have. So yes, continue, please.
Yes, yes, indeed. I have been playing some games, and we'll be talking about those in a
Mm,
very short moment. But before we move
mhm.
on with the episode, I wanted to introduce a new member of the After Game Night podcast. Oh yeah, please
Drum
join me
roll.
in the amazing introduction of Adri from Wonder Meeple. It is a pleasure to have you in the podcast. Welcome.
Hey!
She's
Hi!
finally here. She moved from the chat to the stage.
She
That's
So this
did.
is
awesome. Yes.
Perseverance. There you go.
Perseverance.
We're very happy to have you here. I'm very excited for you to be part of the team.
I'm really honored to be here with you both. You know, I love
Hmm.
the podcast, the live
you,
We know.
podcast. I never miss it.
you don't have to lie anymore. You're here. You don't have to lie. We know that
Yeah.
you
Now
don't
that
love
I'm
us.
here, I won't be able to lie anymore. Not in your
Exactly.
faces.
You're part of the team now. So yes. Now
Yes.
Yes.
this doesn't mean that any other guy that is in the chat can join
Please.
us. The gap
It's not
the gap
it's not how it
this
works.
is not how it works.
It's a
It's
one
just
in a lifetime
yeah.
opportunity.
And
Yes.
she took it, so
She
that's
took
Yes.
it.
it. It's closed
Immediately.
deal. It's closed deal.
We are super happy that you're here, Adri.
Yeah, very excited.
Welcome,
Really.
welcome. Are you
Thank
So
ready
you
happy.
for
to
accepting the
talk about some
invitation.
games?
Ready to talk about games. I haven't played much on the table, but on Board Game
That's all
Arena,
right.
I have.
That's all right.
Ah,
Or
Things
so we
happen.
have another Axel. Thank you,
She's
Lord.
taking my role. No, that's all right.
Mm,
Board Game
mm,
Arena counts as well.
yes, it
Mask
does.
Maple.
Yes, it
mm.
does.
Yes.
Very well, very well. Then shall we get going about talking about board games then?
Of
We
course. That's
shall.
why we are
Let's
here.
do it. Well, Mr. Mask Maple, Mr. I play all the games all the time. How about you start telling us
With
about what you've been playing in the last months since the last episode?
Well, this, I
Keep
mean,
it short.
I don't, yeah, I don't want to give a super list, and I don't want, you to be jealous about what I have played,
We will
because
be jealous.
I will be.
it's been a long list. But
Mm,
what about I just share with you a couple of games that I recently play, games that I remember also, because sometimes the list is so big that I cannot remember all.
Oh wow.
oh,
We all
Sorry.
wish we were like Mask Maple.
exaggerating. Wow. Okay.
I like big. Like well,
Well, okay.
it's okay.
Okay.
So so yeah. Um, I have recently played. Uh, in fact, yesterday, because we have like an unusual gaming session with my gaming group. Um,
Hmm.
so we play
Oh.
some games on Friday night, and then we play another game yesterday because they are in a trip right now, actually. So they
Oh.
are
Hmm.
gonna miss the couple weeks of gaming. So that's why
Hmm.
they are trying to make up somehow.
Good.
You
Very
know,
That's
good.
awesome.
yeah,
Yes.
Very
that's a
That's
good.
great.
the
Everyone should be like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
cheer up for these guys. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Excellent.
I'm very happy for having
I'm
in my
impressed
life.
by the dedication.
I
That's
know,
very
I
good.
know, I know.
That's awesome.
Also because they are bad influence. You know, I'm the bad influence in this group. I just want to say that,
Somebody has to be.
of course.
We
So
believe
what
that.
the game that we played yesterday was a game from Board and Dice. It was Barcelona. So
Okay.
Ooh.
Barcelona, this game when you are trying to build the city of Barcelona,
Mhm.
trying to create some buildings
Hmm.
and at the same time contribute to the construction of the Sagrada Familia building, cathedral,
Mhm.
and
Hmm.
some other things around the city. It's one of
It's
the
like a
games that I.
heavy, mid-heavy Europe, right?
It's a mid heavy, but the thing that I like the most about this game is the ridiculous, stupidly ridiculous way that you can amass points in this game. I mean, you can create
Okay.
explosive
Mm.
turns, explosive combos. When you maybe in one of the of your turns you can score like I don't know 50 points. I'm not exaggerating, guys.
Wow.
This is
Wow.
true. If
So
you have
what's the end scoring?
Yeah. Interesting.
uh, eh, well, this is the thing. We realized that if you play with less players, you can score a high number of points,
Mhm.
Hmm.
and this makes sense because you have more turns to
Hmm.
try to,
Hmm.
that makes sense somehow.
Mhm.
And we played with the maximum number of players yesterday, which was four.
Hmm.
The highest score, which was me,
Oh.
um, it
Oh.
was about 150, something like that.
Okay.
You know,
Mhm.
Wow.
when I
A lot.
remember in the past when we played only with two players, the high score was almost 300, almost the double.
Wow. Almost twice.
Oh,
It's interesting.
Exactly. Yeah, but it was equally fun. Very interesting the way how the game changes, but at the same time keeps its form, keeps its core when you play it with the higher number of players. But
Hmm.
still, it's very fun. It's one of the games that I've enjoyed very much lately because, like I said, I love games when you can create crazy combos. And if
mhm.
you will enjoy this kind of games, you should play Barcelona. And
All
the
right.
other game that I want to
Love
mention
that.
the other game that I want to mention is the game that I recently also shared on my Instagram profile, which is Courtesians. I hope I
Makes
pronounce it
sense.
correctly. Courtesians
Fictitious.
by, I know in Europe there is another publisher that has been published the game, but in
Hmm.
America it's been ringed to us by Pandasaurus game.
Okay.
I'm a big fan from Pandasaurus game,
Hmm.
and
Sure.
yeah, they were so kind to send me an advanced copy of the game, which will
That's
be released in
exciting.
May. Which
Mhm.
will be released in May. So we had the chance to test it. Well, not test it because it's already done. It's nothing to test
Yeah.
anymore.
Well,
It's just playing,
enjoy it. Play it.
Mhm.
enjoying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a game that combines several mechanics, like take that game and bonuses. Somehow a set collection,
Hmm.
like that. Yeah. So those
Mhm.
that I remember, maybe one more, I don't know, maybe tableau building. Yeah, tableau building is also one of those. But mostly take that. And this is because every turn you have three cards. One card you place it in the court, one in front of you, and one in front of other player. So
Mm.
at the same time, in the same turn, you are trying to play for you, trying to influence the court. So at the end of
Hmm.
the game, you can score points. But at the
Hmm.
same time, you are trying to um,
Mess with other people.
mess or punish other players by
Mm.
playing cards that will affect them at the end game. So this is, I mean, I have
Just
said
Okay.
the
every,
way you like
I
to
have
play.
said, I have said all in terms of this game about what I like about it, because this is one of the games that is quick, is easy to learn, but it's still very engaging in terms of normally we don't play the same game in the same twice in the same night,
Right.
but
Mhm.
this was an exception because it was like so fun. It was like, oh my god, I got it, and now I know I wanted to play again. So we played
Hmm.
twice, and it was so
Nice.
excited. That's what I wanted to just write something about the game right away, so I cannot omitted anything because
Hmm.
that's what happened when you get drunk. You forgot something. You forgot things. So it's better if you write out right away when you had a chance to remember. So yeah, I do want to
That's
share this
fair.
couple of games with you guys
Okay.
and with all the audience. Couple of
That's
games that
great.
I recently enjoyed. So I leave it to you. Who's
All
next?
right. Thank you. Yeah, those are
Mm,
some exciting games,
mm,
especially being
yes.
able to receive an advanced copy. That's super exciting in the career of a board game creator, I think. Yeah.
I
Very
feel
well.
very lucky about that. But yeah, go on.
Very well. Adri, please share with us what have you been playing lately on Board Game Arena, physically? What games have caught your attention?
So a couple of them, maybe just as mass people. I've been playing a lot for Shuffle. You've
Oh, Forest Shuffle.
Yes, you've heard a lot
Oh,
Amazing
about
okay.
it.
game. Amazing game.
That's a game that yes, is amazing. That's
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
oh,
there you
That
are.
was
what
yeah,
happened.
yeah.
I think Mask Maple kick you out.
Oh my
But you're
god.
back.
Unintentional. Ah,
It was a
Sure.
small
Thank you.
accident. Anyway,
Nice. Thank
please
you.
tell us about Forest Shuffle.
yeah,
So
sorry.
Flourish Shuffle is a card game. You actually have to create combos with the cards. So we have a couple of contesters in the board game community. One of them is obsessed with board games, Laura. She's amazing playing that game, and I haven't been able to beat her. And
Nobody's been able
also,
to beat her.
nobody. Man,
Wait, what
Mandy
are you
from
talking about? Challenge accepted.
I
do
Where?
it,
no, no,
do
you
it,
will
No,
die.
do
You
it.
will
You can try,
die.
but you
I
will
will
never
die. I
succeed.
wanna die trying.
You will be
I
ashamed as everyone. I tried. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
do,
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
you play one versus one
You
or
play one
multiple?
versus one. You can play one versus one, or you can play up
It
to
doesn't
five,
matter.
if I'm not mistaken. Like everyone against everyone.
Right, right. And doesn't
So
matter. She always wins.
yes, she always wins.
Wow.
Always.
I wanna participate in this massacre. I
Do it.
wanna
Yes.
be defeated. I
Yeah,
was actually I'm playing for a shuffle right now. I have a game going on, so I'm playing it for the first time, and it's quite interesting. I agree with
it
you.
is really great. It's an amazing game and it's out of stock everywhere, so you won't be able to
Ooh,
get it.
wow. Only
Sad.
board game arena.
Only Board Game Marina. Yes.
All right, all right.
I've been playing actually the expansion of Forest Shuffle, which is
Oh,
called
Is there an expansion
there's an
already?
expansion.
Alpine
No,
Expansion. Yes. You can find it
no,
on BGG. It's going to be
no.
adding 36 new multifunctional cards
Hmm.
and two new three species.
Okay.
So it's
Mm.
Cool.
super big twist. I love the new art as well. It's really different. So
Hmm.
yeah, the expansion is out there. I don't know if everyone
Somewhere.
can play it. I don't know if everyone can play it from Board Game Arena, but I was invited as part of the alpha group.
Nice,
Oh,
But
nice,
it's
nice.
awesome. Yes. And
Cool.
another one that I've been playing with that I haven't been able to beat is Mandy from Happy Meeple. She's really good.
Yeah. Oh, and Forest Shuffle.
Forest Shuffle too.
Wow.
well,
Apparently, everyone has been playing Forest
I, wa-
Shuffle, and I'm over here like I'm trying it for the first
I,
time.
I'm, and the worst part here is I'm in a right now in a game with these two girls. With
Yeah.
I mean, we're playing. They were kicked my ass so badly. Like, okay, now
I
Wow.
I
I
think
have to
you're
get prepared.
winning right now. I am
Yeah,
like
but
the
this is one
lowest
of the
right now.
games that you think you're winning and then
And then wow, yeah.
this is
That's
worse. This is worse because they create an illusion. They play with your feelings. Like yeah, you're
it's
winning
like,
or not, and
Just
then
let him
oh
think that he's
wow.
winning. Yes.
she was so kind the first time we played. She told me something like, "Oh yeah, it was really fun." And actually, I didn't know you were so good. And they're like, "Okay, this is just it's a compliment, or it was like kind of
Wait,
surprise you."
did you win or?
No, of course not. No, but
Oh,
no, I mean, it was that's
No,
what I thought. It wasn't a
oh,
compliment. It was
rough,
like
rough, rough.
I thought
there's no way with
like
her.
she had some low expectations about me, and it was like, okay, at least I wasn't beat that bad, I wasn't beaten
Nice,
that bad.
nice. I'm excited. I
She
wanna.
even she even called herself on Instagram the queen of Forest Shuffle. Yes.
Wow.
Take
So
that.
there's no way you can
Take
beat her.
that.
I want to experience being defeated by the Queen of First Shuffle for sure.
Yeah.
I think
For sure.
last time I played with her, she was around 600 points. Yes. And I think
What?
that's her top 600 or more than that.
Yeah, she's
That's a lot.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
insane.
I will change my name then, the king of Res Arcana. So,
There you go.
uh-huh.
There you go.
Ah, that's a nice
You'll be
one. Yeah.
challenged.
Everyone is a king or queen of some of something.
Yeah. You can do that.
That could be completely a new topic for an episode.
So
One
yeah,
of
Yeah.
for
one of the
shuffle, we
games.
can totally set up a table if you guys want to play
I would love
together.
that. I would love that.
All right.
Are there any
And the
other
second
games you
one,
wanna? Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
yes, the second one I wanted to talk about is River Valley Glassworks.
Oh,
Mm.
okay, okay,
That's so beautiful. The art is from Andrew Bosley, and the publisher is All Play. Have you seen it?
okay.
Yeah.
I actually, yeah, I saw a video on YouTube recently
Mhm. Have
I
about
you
was
it.
played it?
I was invited to
No.
play from Geeky Mama Meeple. I always forgot the exact name
Yeah,
of
Kiki Mama Meeple from Caroline.
yes,
Yes.
Caroline.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
She she invited me to play the game. She won, of course, but it was fun. I liked it.
Cool.
I found the artwork kind similar to Everdell somehow, maybe, or
Yes,
about
because yeah,
critters
it's
looks
Andrew
similar,
Bosley.
right?
Exactly. Yes.
I mean, I know they all have their own signature somehow. Like if you seen some art by Ian O'Toole, for instance,
Right,
you
right.
know it's
Yeah.
Ian
Yeah.
O'Toole.
You know.
That's
You
how it
know,
works. Yeah.
or all the games from Garfield games. You know,
Right.
all look alike. So,
Same
but
style.
in this game, he tried to like change a little bit, but cannot abandon
Yeah, it's basically
its
the same.
roots. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that you actually use the characters that much, but each
Mhm.
character has a different like glass or piece of glass that is rare. That if you get it and you score like a lot of points with that one, then that's the best play.
Mm,
But basically, you need to take like little pieces from the river and place them in your board,
okay. Cool.
and you also have the option to choose five of the pieces instead if you just run out of pieces, and then just pass a turn, and the next turn then you do the same, and then
But
the person with the most points wins basically.
but
Okay.
it's bad if you keep so many pieces of glass right in your hand.
Right.
Like if you oversize your hand with glass with pieces,
Mm-hmm.
those are minus points at the end of the game as well, right?
Yeah, we
Mm.
go
Yeah, I
on
learned
top of
that
your board.
too late.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those will go on top of your board, and then you get negative points. That's on the overflow. Yes,
Yep. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All
Uh,
right.
but
uh,
we can
Cool.
play that
How
on
many?
board game arena time.
Let's do it. I'm always down for trying new games on Board Game Arena. How many players can you play?
Let's check that out
Is it usually the usual
briefly.
four or more? Because it,
That's
it
one.
looked to me, it gave me the impression that it was a like a entry level kind of game. Not too hard to play,
No, it's
or
not
did
hard
I
at
have
all.
it wrong?
No,
Yeah.
it's not
Okay. It's
hard
like
at
an
all.
entry level
no,
game.
Yes,
it's a PC. It's a PC.
it's one
Okay.
to five players.
Okay. 5 players is always good. That's
Hmm.
a difficult number. Six, 5 or 6 are difficult numbers to accommodate for board
Yeah,
games that are not,
Mhm.
your typical party game. Um,
yeah, but if you
cool.
see the art, like you were saying before, that's
Mhm.
the same, like basically the same as see in Everdale.
It's
Mhm.
the same artist?
Yes, it's the same artist.
That's why
Makes
look.
sense.
I
Andrew
mean,
Bosley.
you should. I
Mhm.
mean, you can take a look and you'll
Yeah.
see. You'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me tell you about the games I've been playing
All
recently.
right.
Woo!
Exciting.
So
Yes.
I
excited!
yes, I've been playing games. Thank you very much.
Ooh, the
Of
team.
course,
Wow!
yes. It's been
We promise that for occasions like this, we will try to get some more production to the videos, and we will have like clapping around like a real
Yeah,
audience, live
like an
with
audience.
audience.
Yes,
Yes,
we'll
clapping
get
for
better,
cheering
right?
you
We
up.
cannot get worse. We can only get better.
well, we can do
I have my
ourselves.
doubts about that statement.
Yes.
There you go, real
Yes.
audience.
Excellent.
Anyway, I'll tell you about the
Anyway.
games.
Continue.
So,
Hmm.
um, I don't. It's been a while, so I gotta remember how when I played these games. I played Revive when the copy showed up on the beautiful Christmas tree that is no longer here.
Where's the
I
tree?
remember
By the
now.
way,
You
yeah, it
know
was.
what?
Yes.
One morning I woke up and the Christmas tree was gone, and instead there was
Mm-hmm.
a child
A
Oh, the
crib.
bit.
corral in here,
Yeah, yeah, crib.
a playpen, a playpen. Well, that's what
Great.
happens when
Mm-hmm.
you
You
become a
become a
Yeah.
parent.
father.
But
Hmm.
we play Revive. I got to play with Haley, and we play our two players, and we really liked it. It's very interesting. All the things, all the possibilities you can do with your set of cards.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that caught our attention was the ending. So at the end, whoever triggers the end of the game gets like a plus like 4 points, and then everyone else gets a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But in a two-player game, we felt like ending the game was a disadvantage. Even though you get 4 points, the other person can get so many other things in one turn, right? They can
Hmm.
get like more than 4 points with their last turn. So we definitely want to play again, maybe with more players. But
So
Yes.
you
the
lose.
rest of the game was very enjoyable.
So you lose.
I
Basically.
no, I won because she finished the game.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because we both thought like, hey, 4 points. You want to be the one who finishes the game because you get those 4 points for finishing. But
Mm.
then I got an extra turn and I was like, oh wow, I can do this, I can do that, and this unlocks this other thing, and
mm,
now I have more points here
mhm.
and here, and yeah, it was like wow.
That
I think that gave
that's
me the
what
game.
that's why you have to make sure if you are. Well, I got the idea. There is another game that that reminds me this feeling of you're not gonna you don't want to be the player who ends the
Yes,
game.
I think I know. Maybe one of them that comes to my mind is Ark Nova.
Okay.
We
No,
play a
well,
lot,
no.
and Ark Nova, you right, everyone, whoever triggers the end of the game,
Hmm.
they don't get another turn, but everyone else gets another turn. So
Right.
you want to make sure that when you trigger the end of the game, you are at enough advantage where everyone else is not gonna catch up to you.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But that's a completely different story. So
Yeah.
yeah, we really like Revive. We
Mm.
did. Now we understand why everyone says it's so
The
Why
good.
hype.
the hype?
You got
Why
the
the hype?
hype.
Yes,
Hmm.
you got it. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Good.
Are you looking for the expansion?
Looking for the expansion?
Yes. Are you? Are you? Are
Of
you?
course, of course. Give it to me.
No, 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 no. You have to give it to us. I mean,
Give it to you.
after all this time, you have to compensate. How? I mean, come on. Anyway.
No, no, I think we'll definitely look for it.
Right.
We need to play with the we played with the base game. We haven't even experienced like the campaign or like the all the unlocked rules and
Okay.
asymmetry.
Hmm.
So we still have quite a bit to explore from the game, but we're looking
Mhm.
forward to it.
And you
Uh,
enjoy every play.
yeah. Another game that I
Mhm.
got to try recently and was a game that was just sitting on my shelf for 2 years. 2 years since the Kickstarter was delivered. It
The
just
shame.
sat on my shelf looking pretty, accumulating
Hmm.
dust. But
Hmm.
that game is Wonderland's Wars. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
love that game.
how many for how long it was, there
He
Two
said two
years.
abandoned.
years.
2 years.
2 years.
So you
2 years. It
The
was, and
Kickstarter
it
was
was
delivered, and he just waited there with the
no. I
case.
I I opened it. It was ready to go. I read the rules like during those 2 years. I read the rules like
you
two
are
or
a
three
disgrace.
times,
Just
You are a
but
don't do
disgrace.
that,
it just
man.
never
You
Come
are a
never made
disgrace
it.
on.
for the industry.
Come on. Are you? Do you board? Do you even
Do
board
you
game?
even board game? That's a serious question. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Hmm.
I'm a collector, I guess.
Yeah,
But
I think you should change your name, like instead of Dice and Amigos, Disgrace and Amigos.
this
Things like that.
Chris,
Yeah.
hey, I'm
And you
trying
don't
to.
you will not even have to change your
The
letters.
D.
That's Chris
DNA.
DNA.
That's
Yes.
it.
DNA. Yes.
Um, I'm only human. I'm only trying
I'm
my best
only
every day.
human.
Oh,
I'm only human.
wow.
Hmm.
Okay.
Um, but anyway, I got to try. I was like, you know what? We're gonna play this game, even if we don't sleep today. So I brought it to my game night, and it was
Great.
me and four other friends. So it was a 5-player game, and we really really enjoyed it because with some of them, I have already played Quacks of Quellenborg, which
Mhm.
is push your luck, and this is pretty much built upon the foundation of Quacks. For the people
Mhm.
that don't know, Wanderlust War is pretty much an area control or area majority. You're competing with other people for controlling areas so that you can get points, and the way you compete is by drawing chips out of a bag that gives you strength and abilities. And throughout the game, you're going to be able to put better chips in there so that you
It's a back
have a
building
better.
mechanic. Back building mechanic.
Yeah, back building with area majority, and we really enjoyed it. There was plenty of fun moments where you have the typical like one person is winning, but you can keep going because maybe you want to get
Mhm.
other abilities, and
Yes.
then because they kept pushing their greed, they busted, and when you bust, you're out of the competition for that region. So I was second place, and I was like, you know what? I'm happy with my second place points. I don't need to go for it. But this friend, he kept pushing, and he
Mhm.
busted and said, all of a sudden, I was like first place. I'm like, oh, perfect.
Nice.
So yeah, yeah, it was
maybe
really
maybe
fun.
he- maybe he has a specific objective in one of the cards that
Yep,
he
I think
really
that's what
needed.
happened.
He
But that's the
wanted to
thing, right?
reach
You
a
have to
specific.
decide. You
Yeah.
have to decide. Do you want
But you
to
have to be
push your
smart.
luck
But you also have to
or
be smart. I mean,
be happy with?
you have to feel the moment. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. But
Now,
so it.
my question is, since you haven't touched the game in
Hmm.
the last 2 years,
Hmm.
I don't even know if you heard that there was an
Charts.
expansion first, and then there was an improvement or a
Mhm.
change in some of the characters. There was
Yeah.
a new version for the Mad Hatter and the
Mhm.
Jabberwocky.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they,
Wow.
because they felt like there was unbalance the game for
Unbalanced.
those game for the, which I totally agree.
Yeah.
I play with those. The Mad Hatter was like super powerful, and the
Yeah.
Jabberwocky was a dumb ass. So that's
Okay.
why I think
I
they,
played the Mad Hatter and I lost.
Ah.
well, you have to know how to play it, but yeah,
That's true. That's
um,
true.
but yeah, I mean, it's a really nice game compared with Quacks. I think this game is more a game in
Right.
terms of like
Yeah, I
you
love
have,
It is longer too. It took us
of
like
Mhm.
course,
two to
yes,
3 hours for a five-player
Yes.
game.
Yeah, but
but
a
the
lot
thing is, I
of
think I don't know if that happened to you as well or
Mhm.
to your group, that most of that time was or was consuming the explanation of the game because it's really
It was the
long
first time playing, so
time.
yes. Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
especially if this is the first time explaining the game, it will consume a lot of time because for
Hmm.
the first time you learn the game and you play it, next time you play it was like, okay, yeah, straight into the game. Let's go,
Yep.
let's do
Yep.
it. It's more easy, but
Right.
and then you realize you think that maybe it will be that easy to explain to new players, but it's exhausting. Let me tell you, it was
I
exhausting.
gotta say the battle
Mhm.
decisions or like what happens if you bust or what happens if you draw too many of the madness chips, that can be confusing even though in the end you see it and it's very simple, very like, oh yeah, this is clear, this is easy to understand, but the first time that it's presented to you it can be a bit confusing. You're like, okay, so when do I actually bust, when do I actually lose? Do I have one big error that we made in round one was thinking that the supporters, the meeples, the small guys, that they added one strength each to your battle strength, and they do
No,
not. They do
no,
not.
no.
And it's in the rules. It's just we just overlooked it. And the first round we were doing that, and going to the second round, I was like, wait a second. Here it says very clearly it does not add a strength. So anyway, we're excited to play it again with the right rules. But I really enjoyed it. It was a nice surprise. I'm glad that it finally
Yes,
made it outside of the shelf.
yeah,
that's one of my absolutely
glad.
favorites, and I think this is the I don't know if this can be considered 100% back building because, like you said, it also includes different other different mechanics.
I mean, it
Mhm.
definitely has back building for
But
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I think back building is the core because this is the way you can put more chips into your bag, and then you use those chips that you were adding into your bag to
Hmm.
perform the rest of the action.
Right,
So for
right.
me, this is the ultimate. So far, this is the ultimate back building game
Wow.
right now, and just one step above of that game for me is Orleans. So Orleans
Oh,
is another back building game which I love, but
Mhm.
yeah, I mean Wonderland's War is really
very
really,
fun.
and the production is. I mean, some
Oh
some
yeah,
some people
Amazing.
such
some
a
people
pretty
So
some
game.
some
amazing.
people think that it's overproduced, but I don't care. Fuck them.
No.
Um, it's a really
No,
nice. It's really nice. It's really nice. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you
All
for
right.
sharing. Now,
Yeah.
before we move on into the next section, I just want to share with you guys
Hmm.
Hmm.
that I'm very excited to realize that in this podcast we're up to date with the worldwide news, and this is because Axel right now is presenting and I didn't know that he was a huge fan of Akira Toriyama
Ah,
since he's right now wearing a Son Goku
Of course.
hairstyle
I always
today.
do my hair like that. I always do my hair like that.
Yeah, that's it's amazing. I
Every
like it.
morning. Every morning it's like flat, and then I
I
just
like
like
it. I thought you were.
boom.
It was like a hairstyle of a
It
person
was
that
in
it wasn't
honor.
like exactly like a homeless person, but no. Then I realized it was because of Akira
This
Toriyama
is
pass.
yes.
yes, exactly. That's you caught it.
Thank
I'm
you.
I'm glad that you
Thank you.
are paying attention.
I wish I could wear a hair like yours, but I couldn't. Or maybe
I know.
I am right now, but
We
you
don't
couldn't
know.
see
It's a
it.
secret.
You
It's a
wouldn't
secret.
notice. Yeah.
But
You have to
thank you
follow
for
Mass
bringing that.
People on OnlyFans to figure out
Mhm.
what's hiding under the
I just
mask.
show a little bit every time. It's like exactly. So,
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I have my tears there.
Mm,
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Are you
Mhm.
guys ready to move on to the topic of the
I
episode?
thought we were done, but yeah, bring it in.
Let's do it.
ready.
So today, for this episode, we are going to be talking about games that have made a comeback into the scene, meaning that they were released several years ago and are now getting a reprint, a deluxeified, or just a normal reprint because it was hard to get. And we're also talking about within that group. We also want to include games that have been classics for a while. You know, games like a 10, Ticket to Ride, games that have been
Stop! You're ruining my list. Come
Joining
on.
our
oh oh
clubs. Come
oh
on,
spoilers
man.
spoilers spoilers. I just want our audience to understand what we're
What are
going to
you
be talking about.
spoiling my games?
Oh,
So
You have
please.
said
please.
everything.
Oh no,
Please.
all right, you know what, we're gonna do this again next week. Thank you for coming. And no, just kidding. All right, we're gonna get into our list. We're gonna be mentioning two games that
Yeah,
we want to talk
right
about.
away.
We
Right
can
away.
do we're gonna do an order. So we'll do like your number two, Adri's number two, my number two, and then we'll go on to number ones. So before you give your number two, you can always give honorary mentions if you like, but you gotta keep it short. So Mr. Max Maple, please
No, no,
start.
no. Please, please.
Ladies first.
I passed the first time.
Let's keep the order. Just start.
Skip the order.
Let's keep
I'm
the
sorry.
order.
I
Keep,
was
Let's
keep
trying
skip
it.
to
the
be
order.
polite. I
Keep
was
it.
trying to
Now
be
let's.
polite for the first time in my life,
Thank you.
and
Thank you
you
for being
screw it.
polite.
And you
Oh
screw it.
man,
Appreciate it.
Mr. Mass Maple, you were canceled.
But please
Anyway,
keep
of
it
course, I
organized.
love that. I would like to. I would like to have that feeling of being canceled. Nah,
No,
Ah,
not today.
no,
Not
no,
no.
today.
not
Not
today.
today. Not today at least. Well, anyway, yeah. So pretty much, it is the idea that Axel just explained, but he forgot mention that there is another option here that
Mhm.
maybe there are games that maybe they don't have a reprint or a comeback like that,
Mhm.
but there are games that never left, like they're never gone. They're always been here among us,
Mhm.
Like the
they're always
classics.
present. That we thought like, oh, this game is. I thought it was totally forgotten, or maybe it was at the bottom of my shelf of shame. I don't know, maybe covered in dust, just like Axel games.
Of
But
course.
um, but yeah, that could be another option, and that's the case of one of the games that I wanted to share with you today.
All right.
And this game is Concordia. Concordia.
Concordia. I have not
Gordia.
played it.
Concordia.
Haven't
Of course,
played it.
Never
I have.
played.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Um, I'm surprised about you, Adri, but I'm not surprised about it. So I just want to clarify
Um,
that.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so Concordia, it's this, I don't want to say very old, but it's old. It's old school game.
Hmm.
It's, I think it was my introduction to, to the hand management games
Hmm.
where you are trying to get cards into your hands that will allow you to play actions. But not only that, you are also trying to get cards into your hand because those cards are the ones that you are going to use to score points at the end of the game. So you use the cards for actions, and
Hmm.
with those actions, you are also trying to build something in the map,
Hmm.
trying to make your cards worth the most points at the end of the game. So it's one of the games that I actually just remember right now. I was remembering when we were talking about what will be the topic of the day,
Hmm.
and I was like, "Oh man, I really want to play this game again." You know, it's always been there,
It's a
and I
classic.
play and I play like couple of times, and I remember I enjoy it.
When
And
did it
now
come
that
out?
I don't know, it's a good question. I will try to
20.
get it in.
Is it
Yeah,
how easy is it to get nowadays?
I think
Is
it's
it
easy to
accessible?
get. It's accessible. I
So it's been
think
around for a while.
it's been around. If not, um, I mean, I don't think the publisher. I don't even know who the publisher is,
Oh
actually.
my goodness.
But
Oh,
is that
We'll
all?
get back. We'll
Is
get
that
back
all?
to you.
that's
Yeah.
W-
easy.
we'll get back to Mr. Mask Maple.
That's
I mean,
basically
I'm
the
just I'm
core.
I'm just opening my heart here and sharing with you a game that I
Organ.
really love. Come on.
Oh,
And
that's very special.
of
Yes.
course, I know you should be honored. You have to be honored. But yeah, this is one of the games that some people don't like. I know people that don't like the game. I know they
Hmm.
are crazy, but it's their opinion. I don't want to, you know, I don't have any other further comments on that
Um,
Very
statement.
nice.
okay.
But
I'm excited to try it.
but
Yeah.
it's really nice. It's really nice. I like it. And like I said, it's been there. It's been around for a while. And I think we can consider it nowadays a classic. A classic
Hmm.
because there is also one of these games that you maybe think one of the beginners of sound mechanics or the
Okay.
implementation, good implementation of mechanics in the gaming industry. So that's why I would like to bring it into the table. So my number two,
Concordia.
Concordia. Come
Very
Concordia.
on.
nice. Very nice.
All
Very
right. All
nice.
right. All
I'll
right.
give you the detail. I will give you the details about gears and stuff in a moment when we come back. But yeah, go
That's
ahead.
perfect. That's perfect. Adri, what was your number two?
My number two, you wouldn't be surprised
Maybe.
I think I
because
will be.
everyone, mostly everyone, actually starts in the board games
Okay.
with this game,
Hmm.
Catan.
Catan.
Yes.
Catan. What a classic. I started with Catan. Yes.
Have a good night.
Have a good
Bye.
night. Mask Maple is leaving.
Let's live in the room.
We'll see you next week.
So it was originally the Settlers of Catan, as you may know.
Hmm.
And yeah, we all know how to play it. What it actually amazes me is the amount of expansions and standalone games that they have released. It's
Yeah.
impressive. So they have, for example, Rivals for Catan. The expansion are Age of Enlightenment, Age of Darkness. They have also Catan Junior for kids.
Yeah, we
They
have that.
have Catan in space.
You know what? I find that very interesting. Are there? I feel like there's not that many games that utilize the trading mechanism that Catan does
Right?
among players, right? Do you know other famous
Because it
games?
sucks. Yeah. Then yeah, you were saying.
Because it sucks.
Yeah, you were saying. Sorry.
I
Yes.
mean, yeah, it's a. I can see how it can be a bad implementation, especially if in a group there's two players that are just helping each other and leaving one out.
Totally.
But it's interesting that it worked really good for Catan.
It's well. That finish. I'll share my comment later. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's just a game that has been there like forever. I know that
Hmm.
a lot of players have started with that game, like
Hmm.
in the board game industry and the board game life, but it's one of the games that I didn't start with because I don't like it much. But I
Okay.
wanted to bring that up because it's a game that has been there like forever. I know.
Yeah. All right.
That's my number two.
Mr.
I just
Catan.
if you allow me a comment here.
Go ahead,
One
yeah.
of the
Please do.
things that it amazed me more about Catan is
Hmm.
that there is a world tournament about Catan.
Yeah.
What the
but not about Concordia.
Not
so,
about.
so it
Yeah.
was like how you can play a world tournament, World Cup or whatever about with Catan. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
gotta be
it
the
doesn't
master of trading. You gotta get
it
into
doesn't make
people's
sense.
head.
I know it doesn't make
But
sense, but
it doesn't make sense, and it's a huge thing in Latin America, for instance.
yes, yes.
In Europe, I don't think. I don't know, but
I
I know
gotta
for
say,
sure.
first time I played it, it blew my mind. I was amazed.
Yeah,
And
but
I want to play again, and I want to play again. And I was like, oh, this time I'm gonna build faster and get the points before everyone else. I thought it was amazing. And then the idea that the map is different every time, oh my god. I was like
yeah, I
blown out.
mean, yeah, but nowadays you have to recognize it's not a good
Yeah.
thing.
Not
I
that I,
Well, debatable.
we can
not that I say.
we can bear our things in terms of like, yeah, we have to recognize that this is how everything started. I got it, honor,
Totally.
but it's monopoly, like
All right. You know what? We're gonna leave this
Yeah,
one
monopolizes
for
just
episode
yeah,
where
monopolizes.
we
don't
talk
just
about Catan.
don't get into
We're gonna
Monopoly,
be
please.
moving on.
Dave.
Moving on to my number
Number two.
two. My
Thank
number
you.
two is actually a deluxeification that recently was announced. I might actually be live right now
Hmm.
from
Ooh,
AG.
nice.
A game that should have
Nice.
always have been this way from the beginning.
okay.
And I think you guys know what I'm talking about because
Mhm.
we're gonna be watching some horse racing and doing some bets. This is ready, set, bet.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, ever since I got the game from retail with the chips, with the cardboard chips, I knew right away. After game one, I was like, oh yeah, these are not gonna last very long because you use them all the time and they get thrown around and you keep
Mhm.
them in the hand and um, yeah, they already are kind of like fading and the color is
Warren.
like worn. Yeah, so I'm like,
Yes.
oh, this game needs like some poker chips, and then it will be like,
Huh,
perfect.
huh.
Perfect.
So yeah, Catan. Ready,
Cut.
set, bet.
No,
Ouch, no. Not anymore.
Ready, set, bet is I think it's live right now on Kickstarter,
I
or
think
did it end
if
recently?
not, if not, it has to be live soon. But this is
Yeah.
a podcast where we all lie and we just suppose
I
things.
think it
So
should
yeah,
be
No,
live
no,
right
we
now.
we
Yes.
know facts. Yes, for sure.
It should be live right now.
But
that's why we have Audrey here because he is like the only
she knows the
trusted
true
source.
facts.
Yeah, the only trusted source among us. So yeah,
Yeah, we don't know
so
what we're
A
talking
high
about, but
we
roller
we have
edition.
the
we
high
have
roller
her
edition. It looks so nice.
It looks
for
amazing.
verification
Oh
purposes.
man.
Yeah,
But
it went live March 5. So yes,
there
it's
you go.
already.
When is the last
Yes.
day?
When is the last day? I'll
Mm-hmm.
tell you that in a moment.
Very nice, very nice.
That's your game. You should have that
I
information
can
with
tell
That's
you.
you,
right.
With
it has
every,
3 days. It has 3 days to go. You have 3 days
3 days
from the
ago.
moment. For people watching us right now, go
what
go get it
what
right now.
what's the price for the set?
89 $89.
Is the ultimate version? Is that the
It
ultimate?
is the ultimate version.
I don't, how
No,
much
Not
is
the
it?
really.
all
No,
in is
it's
109.
the all in is 109, but
It has actual horses that jump around like
it has
that, or
actual
what?
horse. It has real miniature horses.
Bunnies. It has bunnies jumping
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
They
funny.
No,
will
I think all
deliver
you need
you
is the
Also,
chips.
no?
a stock of bunnies.
But
You just need
the
some
all
really
in
nice poker
edition has
style.
a horse table, which is awesome.
Yep. Yeah. I think that if you don't have the game, this is the
This
opportunity
is
for
the
you to get a
opportunity.
nice copy of it, and you will play it, and it will be used a lot.
Ah,
So definitely,
well, yeah. At
definitely,
least it
Yes,
that's
was
my
yes.
number two.
At least it was better than the. Well,
Ah,
Oh my goodness! All right,
ouchie.
anyway.
Mr. Mask Meeple,
Yes.
tell
So
us your number one
before
game.
I move to my number one, I hope I'm not screwing a number ones of anyone else. But if I do, I'm sorry, not sorry. But I just want to mention it because this is a game. This is very special for me, and I have explained why in
Concordia.
previous episodes. Other than yeah, just in a couple of
That's the
minutes
one.
ago. I explained why. No, the Castles of Burgundy is one of
Castles
my
of
Oh,
Burgundy.
Houses of
all
Burgundy. Okay.
What a
uh,
classic.
uh, uh,
I haven't played it.
honor mention because, and this is especially because the game represents a lot to me. This is a game that created a great atmosphere. Initially, I mean, in my gaming life at the beginning, and also it was because that game that my second daughter was born, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, so both of my girls, they were born after a game night, just after a game night. That's a fun fact.
So
But
you were playing and then you're like, oh no, it's
Oh,
just
wow. What
yeah,
a so
the night before they born, we were playing games. So
nice.
that's
oh,
fun fact.
nice.
Fun fact.
What a
Uh,
happy
yeah,
story.
Happy,
yeah,
really happy
definitely.
stories.
And for my second girl, it was we were playing Castles of Burgundy. With we were
Oh,
so yeah, and this is
That
one of the
makes it
games that I
extra
love the
special.
most. And we
totally.
had to get the new reprint, and yeah, well, I mean, it was a delight to play the game again, revisit the game
Of course.
when the new version. And well, now come back to my number one. The
Hmm.
number one here for me is Dominion. Dominion. What a classic! Another classic that has been among us
Dominion.
everywhere.
So wait, what happened to Castles of Burgundy? That was not that was an honorable mention, or
Yeah, it was an honorable mention. I told that.
nice, very nice,
I
very
All
said
right,
that.
nice.
all right, all
Yes,
right,
yes,
all right,
yes.
all
Let me
right.
read. Let me. Oh my
Sorry,
goodness,
sorry. We were not paying attention. I
we
apologize.
were
Yeah, I
we
just
were too
realized that. I
amazed
just
by
realized
the
that.
I
feeling.
thought that that was like the best moment of your life. That's what you were saying, Casas of
It was the
Burgundy.
Yeah, I
second best.
thought it was
It
number
was
one.
the
I guess it
second
was
best.
not that great.
Yeah, no, it
Uh,
wasn't that great.
it was the second best, I
It
thought.
was second. All right, so Dominion, Dominion. I have played
Dominion.
that one.
Dominion is
I
being. Oh,
haven't.
now I got surprised because you're playing the game,
There you
and
go.
yeah, and Dominion is all around us just because that game initiates the deck building mechanic into the in the board gaming industry.
Yep,
So there it was. All the deck building games started.
yep,
So
yep.
you like it or not, the game is here. It's present in other games because they took the mechanic, the feeling from the Minion and implemented in other games. So that's
Hmm.
why I think this is one of the games that deserves our appreciation, and especially I like it more because I really like deck building games. So I
Hmm.
have to
Hmm.
appraise this game. That's for sure.
That makes
And
sense.
yeah, and I finally got the chance to revisit it after a long time of not playing it. Say, I mean, it feels exactly the same. Like it doesn't. It's great. It's just pure deck building, and
Hmm.
it was like, ah, yeah, I remember. Moon Rockers has exactly the same mechanic that Dominion just enhanced somehow, but
Okay.
it was like, yeah, this is where it all begins. So that's why I wanted to mention tonight. Dominion is my number one of the games that they're always been here. They are never gone. And if they reprinted the game, well, there's a lot of expansions. There's a lot of
There are.
there are a lot of new versions. The game
Hmm.
was originally released in 2008, so
Wow, it's been around
Mm,
for a while.
years ago. It's now, I mean,
That's cool.
and it's here. It's here everywhere. So yeah, that's my number
Nice.
one. That's my
Yeah, I
number one.
play. Like I said, I played Dominion. I really enjoyed it. I haven't played. I feel like deck building games have not grown that much into me. I just maybe I haven't played them enough. But it's definitely an area, a mechanism that I'm excited to try more. What about you? Adri, you said you haven't played it.
I haven't played it, no.
How about deck building in general? Do you like deck building games?
I do. I do enjoy that building, yes.
All right,
Mhm.
all right.
Mhm.
Well,
So you this is if you like the deck building games, this is because I'm Minion. Just FYI.
there you go.
All right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes
Nice.
sense.
I'll have to try that one.
Yep, you should.
All right, Adri. What is the number one game you want to share with us today?
So the runner-up that has been really there and that I like a lot more than Catan is Carcassonne.
Okay.
That's a runner-up for me.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Okay.
Carcassonne
then
Tile Lane.
yes, I really like Thailand. And first one for me is and has always been, even though I don't enjoy it as much as before,
Okay.
is Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride. Oh man, that one also has a lot of
A
expansions.
lot of expansions.
Another Monopoly. Anyway,
Yeah, if you
I
could say that is another
if
one of
think
if
it's
if they sell at Walmart, then
I
that's
know.
Mr. Max Maple criteria.
So it's been out there since 2004. Imagine
Wow,
that.
2004,
bleh.
4 years
Yes,
before Dominion.
4 years before Dominion.
Mm.
And he has Ticket to Ride Europe, Ticket to Ride Nordic countries,
Is
Yeah.
it
Germany.
is there a specific Ticket to Ride that you like the most?
The one I have enjoyed the most is
Mhm.
Ticket to Ride Amsterdam because it takes like less than 15 minutes to play.
Oh wow.
It's super fast.
Okay,
It's exactly the same thing, but
faster.
yes,
Huh.
faster.
Interesting.
You can play a lot more times if you really want to play like Ticket to Ride like
Yeah.
several times because I did enjoy playing it like a lot before,
Hmm.
and that's the one I decided that I liked a lot better than the original one because it just plays faster.
Mm.
I would like to say that I have both Catan and Ticket to Ride kids version. Just want to
Hmm.
Oh,
mention
okay.
that, and this is
Okay.
because I think that if I have to, uh, I felt that if I really want to introduce my daughter into games,
Hmm.
I have to start with the basics, the real basics. And you know what? I truly believe that Catan Kids is even better than the original Catan. And this is just because the trading is not between players. You do the trading with the market, and this is an even better and
You know
clever
what? I'm
idea.
starting to think that what happened is that when Max Maple played Catan, nobody wanted to trade with him.
Exactly.
Mm,
That's the reason.
You
emotional
cannot see it, but
damage.
I'm in
He's
tears
just
right now.
crying, crying
Childhood
inside.
trauma.
I'm in
Yeah,
Mm,
tears right now.
poor thing.
very nice.
So the one that you have is the first journey for the one, the kids, or the ghost train.
No,
For Ticket to Ride.
the USA one, the USA version.
Ah, but the
That is
kids
only
one.
the kids, but the US version, yes.
Oh,
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
All right. Ticket to Ride. Very
You're
nice.
right.
Hmm.
And your number one, Axel?
My number one
Do
that,
you have any?
of course I did.
Ooh,
Always. They're all
ooh,
right
All
here.
right, all
You
right.
know,
ooh.
well, the one that I'm gonna be talking about is also a special game for me because it's one of the first games that modern games that I started playing, and well, of course,
So wait, you have a
what?
runner-up or you don't have a runner-up?
Uh no, no
Oh,
runner-ups for me.
okay.
Just pure one and two. Pure one and two.
All right.
Um, my number one would be Cyclades or Cyclades, however you
Of
want to pronounce
course.
it.
How did we
Yes,
miss that?
we
How
cannot
did
What a
we
go.
miss
We
that?
cannot.
surprise!
We
What a
cannot
surprise!
start. Oh, like not start over.
Like,
We cannot retake the podcast without bringing up
of course. Yeah.
Cyclades.
Well,
It has to happen. But recently, as in like I think last year, there was a Kickstarter
Reprinting.
to
oh,
reprint Cyclades with streamlined rules and
okay.
revamping of the materials, the pieces, and the art. Um, we got to play it on the back on my Spanish YouTube channel.
Hmm.
We did a gameplay of it, and we really enjoyed it. I think it's a faster Cyclades. I maybe it's just because I started with the original that I think I might prefer the original better.
Okay.
I don't mind that it's a little bit longer. Maybe I just got used to it, but I'm glad that it's available again because it got hard to acquire. Now it got reprinted because of Kickstarter, so who knows if it's gonna be widely available for retail. But I hope that they do have it available because I think it's a great game that people should have access to. But yeah, Cyclides. Who will
So,
have guessed?
you have the new version or you have the old one?
I have the old one with the. I guess also because I have the expansions. I have like all the
Mhm.
expansions,
Yeah,
every
everything.
single. Well, except one. One expansion was a crossover with Kemet. I don't have that
Hmm.
one, but
Oh,
all the other
interesting.
ones,
I
yeah.
like him the most, but yeah, okay, I got it. Perfect.
Kemet,
Phew, nice
nah,
name.
Kemet's all right.
Nah, I don't want to
Oh,
argue with you right now. I don't want to start a fight when
ooh,
in our,
don't have enough time.
In a
too early.
return,
It's too early. It's too early in the season to start
we'll have
fighting
to wait
again.
until episode
I don't
50
want to
to
argue. Yeah,
discuss
yeah, yeah.
So
Kemet
just
versus
tell
Cyclids.
us
Let's give
tell
it a
us a
couple of
secret,
episodes.
Axel.
A
Do you
secret.
have do you have pajamas related to cyclates
I
and a
do.
cover for
I
your
do. I
bed
am
and
actually.
curtains?
I work for Matagot. Yeah, they send me
Ooh.
things
I, I'm,
to
I'm just,
promote cyclists.
I'm just started fearing that Minerva's name was in honor of Cyclades.
That's
Somehow.
Oh,
exactly what happened. How did you know? I
oh,
convinced.
nice.
I'm lucky that
I just
Sofia is
wanted to
called
put that
Sophia
there.
and not
I'm saying that
Athena.
I'm saying that
She could have
because
been called
Athena?
Athena.
Oof.
I also convinced my wife to give it a name that's something that I like to our dog. So that's why
Yeah,
There you go. That's how it's done.
that's
yeah.
great.
But yeah, I feel I just I needed to talk about cyclists, so that's it. My number one.
Mhm.
That's valid.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
So really great
Good.
games mentioned today.
Nice, nice.
Did you guys have any chismecito that you have heard about or you wanna share with the audience
Of
today?
course.
Ooh, starting with
You
that
Always.
do,
section.
you do. Oh
Chismecito
Always.
man,
time.
you've been talking with
Woohoo.
people.
All
And you
right, all
know our
right.
chismecitos is pretty much the what's new on Kickstarter, but yeah, this is not the exception.
This is
Basically,
not
we
the
are not
exception.
we are not going to break that tradition, and this is because there is a new upcoming Kickstarter campaign for the expansion of Veil Fade from IB Games.
it's
Have
So
amazing.
Have you played Bill
I
Fate?
know, yes,
I
I just
Mhm.
haven't.
played it.
I haven't either.
Um, I think it
Isn't
was
it like a
new.
hidden roles?
It is
What
like a
is it?
hidden
Hidden roles?
roles, yes. Like what's this mechanic called? When you have to, yeah, I forgot. But yeah,
Set
pretty much.
collection? No.
No, 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 no. It's
Wait, you can look it up. Let's
bluffing,
look it
but
up.
the
That's
other thing. Fuck.
all right. So they're coming out with an expansion for Bale of Fate.
Yeah, whatever. But and there is a game that actually just suggested me. Do I remember? Uh, some couple of years ago. That is
Oh, they're launching
Rise.
tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Rise of Empire, things like that, where the cover is you think this is Darth Vader on the back. Hold on, what is the name of this game? Hold on. No, War of Whispers.
War of
Sorry, War of
Whispers.
Whispers.
Oh, War of
Oh,
So
War of Whispers is so
Whispers.
good.
It's amazing.
Bale Fate is like the improved version of
Are you
War
kidding
of
me?
Whispers. Yes,
Really?
Are
yes.
you sure?
Oh, that's so
Because War of
cool.
Whispers is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
No,
love that game.
if you like War of Whispers, you love Bale Fate.
Oh
That's just
man,
what
Then I'll
I
that's what
need
do.
to
I want to
try it
say.
now. No, why
I'm
And
did
you
you
have to
say
take
that?
my word. And you have to take my word now.
Oh
Better
no.
no.
production, better gameplay, and pretty much everything. I'm
Wow.
not saying War of Whisper is a bad game. It is a good game, a solid game. But if I have to choose between these two, I will always prefer Bale Fate. That's pretty
Okay.
Wow.
much
Do
it.
you have
I'll
the
have to
actual
try
game?
it.
Sorry?
You have the game?
No, I don't have Bale Fate. I have
Oh, you
War of
played.
Whispers.
Oh, I know you
I
have
have
War of
played.
Whispers, but you have
I have
played.
War.
Okay.
Yeah, but and I have played Bale Fate.
Hmm.
And the only reason I don't have the game is because I decided that I couldn't have both games, that I have to get rid
Mm.
of War Whispers before
Wow. So
I
Mm-hmm.
get
they're
Bale
that
Whispers.
similar.
Okay.
I think once you try Bale Fate, you will no longer. I mean, in my case, I
Right.
thought that once I have Bale Fate, I will no longer
Okay.
want to play
Well,
War
I
Whispers
definitely
anyway.
consider me interested because
Yeah.
I love War of Whispers and I wish they
So
had expansions for it or something.
yeah.
So now that you're telling me that this one is very similar,
Yeah,
I'm
you should
excited
give
to
it a
try it.
try. You should give it at least a look, take a look on some gameplays or videos around.
Okay.
Maybe you will, just to try to get the feeling.
Yeah.
And if you had a chance to play it somewhere, I don't. I mean, isn't I know for sure It's not a game that you can easily find in
Well, it was
a
Kickstarter, right?
Yeah.
digital platform. That's what I'm saying. So you can try
Oh,
it in other ways that is not a physical way.
got it.
But I think that Ivy Games they are preparing like a platform, a digital platform to bring some of their games in a digital way, a digital
That's great.
mode.
Oh, their own digital
I
Yeah.
love.
platform.
I mean, I know that they're trying or they were thinking initially Moonrakers. So
Hmm.
I don't know if they are going to, you know, move with
Implement that
other
for their
games.
their other games.
Hmm.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
it
you
will
know
be
what?
great. I mean, it will be great if they have a. I mean, it will be great, but it will always. I will always try to get the physical copy of Veil Fate, hundred
Right.
percent. And the only reason I didn't get it the time I played was because it was the only copy that they have available. There were no other physical copies available. And when
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get it from other store, I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was very overpriced. So I think like,
Mm,
okay, better wait. So I think now with the campaign, I'm pretty sure they will have like an all-included version. So I probably will, you know, have a new what is this called? Like, I, I will fall again into Kickstarter, at least for now, because this is
you
one of
were
the
in
things that I
rehab
really.
already, and
I
now
was in
you're
the
gonna fall
rehab.
again.
I haven't back a
Oh
game in like
man, IB
I think
Studios, why could you do this to Max Meeple? You're destroying a family.
pretty
You can
much yes.
always ask the publisher for the game. You know that, right?
IB Studios,
Please send the game
please
to Master Maple.
send a
Please,
gift copy to Max
yeah.
Meeple.
Metal,
I'll
metal edition. I'm
He's your
looking at it
biggest
right
fan.
now, and it looks amazing.
It does. You know what? I a lot of the IB Studios games have
Wow.
caught my attention, and I have
oh,
not
Hmm.
had the
production
opportunity
is
to play a
amazing.
single one.
Production.
I'm.
If you're a big fan of the Mind Clash games
Hmm.
because
Mm-hmm,
of the
mm-hmm,
production,
mm-hmm.
you are going to be a fan of Ivy Games because their
Oh
production is
man.
also really amazing.
So amazing.
Uh
Take for instance Moonrakers, the basic of
mhm.
the retail version of the game. The cards quality is the same that the deluxe version. The
Mhm.
coins are metal coins from the
Hmm.
retail version. A lot of
Wow.
things are in a high quality production,
Mhm.
even when they're. And I think there is not actual deluxe version. There are just deluxe components
All
if you
right.
want to upgrade a couple of things, but pretty
Right.
much there is no other thing that you wanted to. But there should be.
Yeah.
One of the games that I know for sure they have like this difference is the most recent game that they released. It was Fractured Sky.
Hmm.
That that
Mm.
game they have a deluxe version and a retail version,
Oh
and
man.
you
IB
don't want you
Studios.
don't want to get the retail version.
I need to
It's
play your games.
yeah, yeah.
Missing out.
Also,
You're
I
missing
really
everything.
enjoy playing Mythic Mischief too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mystic is
Oh
cool.
man.
It's
So many great
amazing.
games that
Is
they
the new
have.
It's,
chess. Is the new chess.
it's so great. Yeah.
Just makes me sad. I haven't played any of them. All
Mm.
right. Well,
That's
thank
like
you for sharing that
Chismecito.
with us. So we're in time. If you
You're
are an
welcome.
IB Studios fan or a Bale Fate game fan, make sure to take a look at Kickstarter starting tomorrow.
I
Mm.
have another
Um,
chismecito if you want me to share.
yes,
No.
please.
No
Yes, please,
puede.
Adri. Adri, please share.
Oh,
There is
yes.
an upcoming release from Thunderword Games
Okay.
that is
Let's go.
called Citizens of the Spark.
All citizens of this park.
I thought
I
it was
haven't heard of
Chemical
it.
Runner.
It looks amazing. It says that it's a card game featuring variable setup where you select the number of creatures to combine and play with from a pool of 30 unique animal citizens,
Mm.
open drafting, set collection, and clever card combos.
Ooh, combos.
Interesting. When is it coming
Yes.
out?
Yeah.
Combos.
Do you
It
know this
actually
year
doesn't, it
or?
actually, yeah, this year. But they actually place it in their page coming out soon,
Mm,
but they don't have like a specific date for it. It says just 2024, but hopefully
that's,
soon. And it says that if you like
Do you know?
Dominion, Smash Up, and Everdell, you're gonna love this one.
What?
deck building.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Okay.
they're talking to Mask Meeple. Write it down. They just mentioned all the games that he loves.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least
There you
two.
go. Another one
But
to the card.
do you know if they're going to release the game directly on their side or is going to be a Kickstarter campaign? So I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't think
Mm,
Thunderworks do Kickstarter, right? I mean, I think they all the games they do they're
No, I think
straight
they
I
into.
think
do. I
it's
think they did one
I
for
don't remember.
Stonespire.
I don't remember any game. Ah, yeah. You know which
Stones
one? The
by
one with the
Architect.
goblins. Yeah, the
Oh, the Goblin
one.
Bolt.
No, there's another game we played in your live streamings.
Stonespire.
Stones by
No, it was
Architect.
another one. It was Down of Ulos.
Oh, Down of
Oh,
Ulos.
down,
You're right.
down.
That was a
Down of Ulos.
Kickstarter too.
That one Ulos. Yeah, it was a
Yep.
Kickstarter. Yeah, so yeah,
Yep.
they do
That is
Kickstarter
correct.
shit.
They do Kickstarters.
Well, mhm.
Yeah.
Metro Runner was a Kickstarter too. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is
But
true.
we are in communication for negotiation with them about that game. Anyway,
Ooh,
anyway,
For
yeah.
for what?
That
Christmas.
for Metro Runner, another
Metro
Kickstarter
Runner.
game. Yes,
Yeah.
Ah.
From Thunder's Works.
Thunderworks.
They were so kind as well. I wanted to thank now that we are talking about that publisher.
Mm-hmm.
They recently sent me a copy of the last the expansion that I didn't have from Roller Player, which is Fiends and Familiars. That
Okay.
Oh,
expansion is what I was early looking for. That was the only expansion that I didn't have. They were so kind to send it to me and
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited to try it very soon. Not in the upcoming weeks, maybe or so. I don't know. I have to take a look on the schedule.
Really
But
nice.
yeah, I just wanted to cheer up and heads up Thunderworks
and
because
That's
they're
cool.
Jess.
amazing.
That's cool.
I've been talking a
Really.
lot with them too. Jess is amazing. She talks Spanish. She speaks Spanish too. So
Mhm.
if you
Okay.
want to talk to
Thunderworks
her,
games then, huh?
Yep. Go for it, Tiger. Go
Cool.
for it.
go
Cool.
for
Cool.
it.
Cool.
You could
All
go
right.
for it.
Well, the little chismecito I wanted to share with the world
Ooh.
today is the new expansion for the Unfathomable board game
Ooh.
from Fantasy
Mm.
Flight Games. This is a game that is a reimplementation of Battlestar Galactica, which is like a very long,
Mhm.
3 hour
Ah.
plus game
Yeah.
where uh, there is a trader or traders among the players, and some people might be helping the Cthulhu creatures, and
Ooh.
other people's might be humans and trying to reach their destination. It is a game that
Mhm.
if you are interested in, I have a gameplay on my YouTube channel. But my
Woo.
gaming group really enjoys playing it. We just love lying to each other and pretending that we're all humans, and then turns out that you were with the bad guys. And something that
Mm.
you definitely notice when playing the game is that the humans have a really difficult time to win the game because the bad
Mm.
guys, they're just stronger. So whoever is the trader is just, I feel like it's easier to win as a trader than the humans. But I'm
Uh,
excited for this new expansion to see what it brings to the table. I'm taking a quick look and it says that it brings new creatures, so new bad guys, pretty much, new characters that you can play as well as new cards. And I'm hoping that the new cards have actions that help the humans, better, so that they can
so,
actually have a chance of winning and not just like very difficult time.
so is that like a hidden role, or you're supposed to say who you are?
It is a hidden role.
Oof.
But
We're all
but
we're all
So good.
humans.
it's
That
like it's like Dead of Winter when you start off with the specific trader role at the beginning of the game. Okay, and
Yes,
Mhm.
I have not played Dead of Winter, but this
Mm.
everyone starts with a role, and at the middle of the game, at the
mm,
not the middle, but at the midpoint of the gameplay,
Mhm.
when you're halfway to your destination, which is the point where the humans win, you will
Mhm.
get another role card. So if you get
Oh.
another human, then you're fully human. But if you get a trader, now you're a trader. So you could have been a human in the first half of the game and then become a trader in the second half.
Oh,
Um,
that's great.
so
yes,
you can redeem yourself.
you cannot go back to
Hello.
being human. Once you're a trader, you're a trader.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay, I
yeah,
see, I see, I see, I see.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So my group really enjoys it, so I'm looking forward to this expansion for sure. But yeah,
Awesome.
okay,
that's
okay, yeah. It
That's what I
sounds
have
like
for you guys
your
today.
kind of games as well. So good for you.
Yes.
I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Good. Yeah, I can
Looking
see that.
forward. Not sure when it comes out, but
Mhm.
they just announced it like 4 days ago.
All right.
Anyway, I
Cool.
think I think that was a
Cool.
successful episode. I think that was a
Of
very fun
course.
Really
chat
successful.
for board games. A lot of board games got mentioned. Hopefully, one of them is your favorite. I'm talking to people in chat. Please do leave
Yes.
us down below the comments. Share with us what games have
I've
been
never,
one of your
yeah.
favorite games that have been reprinted or games that have
Have
been
been
here for
always
a long
there.
time.
Hmm.
I would love to hear from you. And make sure that if you enjoy the show, don't hesitate to join us every Monday. We're back. We're gonna be here. So please
Mm.
expect us here every Monday. Please join us. And don't forget to subscribe and like it. And thank you, Adri. Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Happy
We're very
to be
happy to
here.
in,
have you. And
indeed.
we'll be
Thank
seeing
you.
you all. Oh, well, don't
I,
forget to follow us on Instagram too if you want to keep up with everything that's going on and the topic that we're going to be covering next week. And why not do follow Mr. Max Meeple on Instagram and Wanderer Meeple on Instagram as well.
And Dice
And
and
if
Friends.
and guys and amigos.
and Dice and Amigos
Dice
if you
and
like.
Amigos too,
If
please.
you like Dice and Amigos, follow me on Instagram. There you
Come
have it.
on. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
people, thank you very much for joining us today. You have a great
Thank
rest of the
you.
week, and
Keep
we'll be
playing
seeing you
games.
next week. Bye.
Bye.